Good morning. GPS, Global Positioning System. So, Windows Phone 7 has built-in capability of functionality for leveraging the geolocation sensor in your device. See, by recalculating every time the position changed event, that phone is going to recognize where exactly the phone is now, the location of the phone through the GPS service. Mainly it uses the location namespace of the device and tracking the event is position changed event. Then geo coordinate watcher adds a button to your application. Geo coordinator watcher, it calculates the latitude and latitude and x and y coordinates of geolocation. Corresponding appropriate value it is going to be displayed onto the application bar where exactly now the phone is resided. The Windows Phone emulator has a greater interface for marking GPS location changes while developing and debugging your application. Let us look into the snippet code of GPS Windows Phone, how we can write the code for the GPS service to access the particular location of the GPS. So it's a snippet code. First, you are retrieving the current location using geo coordinator. The geo coordinate, this is a object of geo coordinate, new geo coordinate. You are retrieving the default values. Usually, the default value is USA based, and because Microsoft is USA based, so geo coordinate default values are these. Then geo watcher is required because to push the new device location onto the application bar, this geo coordinate watcher is required. Then distance to Vixen. So suppose if you are finding the location for the Vixen city, so you are calling the distance to Vixen from the current this position. Then geolocate coordinate watcher geo position accuracy dot height. It's a constant value. High is a constant value. You are setting means accuracy should maintain up to the 90% of accuracy it should maintain. So movement threshold is means even though accuracy position is high, so high in terms of what meters? In terms of meters, rather than kilometers. So approximately it locates the device location in appropriately in terms of meters. Then if your device is moving from one position to another position, so that position is every time it is going to be updated with the help of the geo coordinator watcher position changed event. So if your device is moving, then this value every time it is dynamically is going to be updated with the help of this geo coordinator watcher position change event. Then once if you enable the geo coordinator watcher, it will call the start method to initiate the call to the GPS system to track the location where exactly it is resided. So when you call this method, geo coordinator watcher position change. When you call this one, you are sending the object, sender object, and geo position change event arguments, geo coordinates. These values you are sending. These value you are sending in the beginning. From that you are calculating distance of your phone from this coordinate. Then new geo coordinate is called e dot position dot location dot latitude First value will be assigning to the latitude position. Second value will be assigned to the longitude position. Then you are calculating by invoking the get distance to this location, Vixen's location. Then message using message bars, you are showing the meters from the Lansing. Suppose the current position is Lansing. If you are finding the Vixen from Lansing to the Vixen, it is calculating the new distance. And once it is done, exclusive or calling the stop, then finally dispose method is called, and you are going to reset the coordinate watcher to null. This is the one simple way to code the GPS uses of the GPS service in your Windows Phone 7. So this is the one screenshot example of Windows Phone 7 GPS location. So here you can see at the bottom of the screen current location. By default it is pinning the default location, that is current location, and latitude longitude it will calculate based on the default values and the pin which you are fixed. Then recorded data is going to be loaded here. If you exclusively if you are loading, you can load, or when you move the cursor to the another position, from current position another position, it will calculate the latitude and longitude, and it will display the appropriate city or the place of you are finding. This is the one Windows Phone 7 GPS application through the Google Map again. It's through the GPS service you are going to locate the location. And another important feature of useful things in Windows Phone 7 is accelerometer. So accelerometer is again it will track the movement of the device by capturing the reading changed event on the accelerometer. So the job of accelerometer is to find the tracking the device which is moving from from one short distance to the another short distance. If it is a global wise, GPS service is used. If it is local in the within the campus, usually accelerometer is helpful. So Windows Phone 7 devices are outfitted with an accelerometer. The emulator provides a 3D interface for simulating accelerometer change events. Then you can track the movement of the device by capturing the reading change event on the accelerometer. Accelerometer is the sensor which comes with the built-in of the device. It detects the movement of the device. So you need to have a delegate to call back to the UI thread if you want to display anything special based on the event. Until unless you click on accelerator on, sensor is on when the device moves. So then only it will call back the UI thread and it will display the device related location. If the location is off, you cannot find the movement of the device. If location is on, you are able to detect and track the device. If the application can access the UI thread, the reading changed event handler will call the delegate function. Otherwise, it will dispatch an event on the UI thread. So if your request is reading the content of your location, then this reading change event handler will call the delegate function. Otherwise, simply it will call and it keeps quiet. You must also make sure that when you are done capturing this data, you stop the accelerometer to preserve the battery life. So the main so limitation of any phone, Windows phone or the Android phone or the iOS phone, the power, the heart of the phones are battery. The battery power is most important. So if you keep on always, maybe it drains your battery. So that's why whenever that is not required to use, always stop the functioning of the specific uh, applications. Are the here in our case it is an accelerometer. So let us look into the code to define the accelerometer and how we can make use of it. Here it is a snippet code of implementing the accelerometer. First, in the beginning, load accelerometer means when you launch the accelerometer or when you open the location of the device, then new instance of accelerometer is created. So with the help of accelerometer, reading changed. If the device movement is changed, obviously the longitude and latitude of that device slightly differs within a campus. So then it will identify on accelerometer reading changed. If it identifies this on accelerometer reading changed, then the new value of this is going to be red in the object accelerometer. Then accelerometer dot start. It is going to call the start method to display the content onto the device. So when it starts, it will call the delegate uh, accelerometer UI text update delegate. The new text is going to be updated onto the device. Since it is a two-thread action, because accelerometer always keep track of the device movement, and another thread is required to always to update the content onto the display. Two thread of action is required here. One is the main thread of action is accelerometer, it is keep on, and another one is it keep on updating the content onto the display. Text block, string text, accelerometer text, device location, and string text what text it should get display. For example, if you are in MCA, if you are in CS, if you are in academic block, the text block of accelerometer text is longitude latitude along with the department. So accelerometer UI text update is going to be set the new text according to the text that the device identifies. Then on accelerometer reading change, if it identifies, then it sends the accelerometer reading event arguments. The one is the x-axis, another one is y-axis, another one is z-axis, then x-axis arguments and y-axis arguments and z-axis arguments is going to be, means it is a three-dimensionally, because always your device is not horizontally moving. Your device might move vertically also. The third coordinate axis is also is going to be calculated here. Then accelerometer text check access accelerometer UI text update is going to be called. So otherwise, begin invoke, it start dispatching the request to call the new accelerometer UI text date update delegate method. So every time once the job of accelerometer is completed, you are required to exclusively invoke the stop method to avoid the consumption of battery. Okay, this is about the something little thing about the accelerometer in Windows Phone 7. So we reached end of the module 5. If any questions are there, let me know. Any questions? Okay, some of the quiz questions I will ask. So, answer from each one of you. Which language is used in iOS application? Which language is used in iOS application? Apurva K. Answer. Which language used in iOS phones? Apurva K. Please answer. Seema. Which are the languages used by iOS phones? Mortgage. Open up your mouth. Which are the languages used by iOS phones? Pradeep. Prashant.
Swift, sir.
Swift. And right. 50% right. And another language? Objective C. Right. Bindu.
Objective C and without C, sir.
Objective C and Swift.
Okay, yes, sir.
Both. Okay. Depending on the client requirement. So either the two language is used. Next. Bindu. So, which is the language used for Android development? Android application development. Bindu, Pooja, Sarfaraz. Which are the languages used in Android application development?
Kotlin and Java, sir.
Java and Kotlin.
Yes,
Good,
sir.
good, fine. So, where we can configure the Android file. What is the name of that Android file? Honey, Suru Shashank. Name the file in which we do configuration setup for Android phone. Gunashekar, Saket. What is the name of the file? Name the file in which we do configuration of your Android phones. Gaurish, Madhushri. Which one? Android manifest.xml. Yes or no? Android manifest.xml. Nidhi, define Metro. What do you mean by Metro in Windows Phone 7? Amruta, what is Metro? Shraddha, it's a Windows design language. It tells the flow of the Windows application, right? In Windows Phone, activity is named as Tanuj. In Windows Phone, UI activity is named as Tanuj. Anusha. In Windows Phone, UI activity is known as, or termed as, or coined as. Vishal, sir, class ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. In Windows Phone, UI activity is coined as or termed as. What is the name of UI activity? What it is called? Hmm? It is called tile. 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 Which file is the entry point in Windows Phone 7? Which file, name the file, is the entry point in the Windows Phone 7? Application.xaml. Application.xaml. Okay, preparation is not up to the mark. It shows the lack of preparation of our students. Only attending class, keeping quiet. Preparation is needed. So in the next class, I'll discuss some of the question papers, previous year question papers. It might helpful for you for the preparation towards the final examination. Okay. So also half of the class is discussion on the module 1. If any specific topic is there in module 1, let me know. I'll come with preparation. We'll have both have a discussion. Okay. So in the next class, 50% of the class, time of the class, dedicated to the revision. Another 50% of the time we will be dedicated to the discussion of previous year question paper. Okay. Or if any topics are there of your interest, re-discuss, let me know. Okay. I hope I made you to understand the mobile application concepts clearly in this current semester. So from the out of 5 course outcomes, we were able to discuss first two course outcomes, CO1 and CO2. CO3 to 5, we were able to cover under the lab session. In addition to that, if you are able to complete this micro project, you can extend this. This will be extended to 20th December. You can take up to the 20th December to complete this Microsoft micro project. Either you can make use of any of the platform. So now you are thorough in enough in the Android platform, so you can develop the micro project application and submit that prototype before 20th December. If it is 20th is the holiday, then you can do it in 21st December. Submission is 21st December. It will carry a 10 marks based on CO3, CO4 and CO5. Okay. Thank you for your all patience listening. Let me know if any discussions are there. You can ask the question. So as of now, still time is there for in another 20 minutes. So I would like to go through one question paper from July 2017. Question paper, July 2017. Okay, come to the bottom of the paper. That is question number module 5. Question number 10. Describe the anatomy of a Windows Phone 7 app. It was asked for 8 marks. What is the content of Windows Phone 7? Anatomy. What is the internal structure of Windows Phone 7? One is storyboard. That storyboard uses whatever you see is whatever you get editor. Then it consists of the application.xaml bar, main entry point of the application. Then it will consist of pivot, panorama kind of controls for GUI. Then it will consist of emulator, built-in emulator. Then it will consist of tile, metro, etc. You need to describe for that. You will get 8 marks. So I write a note on other useful Windows Phone thing is one you can describe offline storage. The second one you can describe notification types of notification. Third one you can display GPS. The fourth one you can discuss accelerometer. It's a purely a theory based questions module 5. So if you go with the program, question number 9, what is a program level in iOS? Which are the program levels are there? One is student, educational point of view. One other one is university level. The another one is the developer level. Alright, there are the different levels of program which is supported in iOS. Discuss the various program levels available for an iOS developer. Okay, which are those? Are there iOS developer? iOS developer for program. It is consist of what? This program level allows developers to distribute apps in Apple Store as an individual, as a sole proprietor, a company, an organization, or a government entity, or an educational institution. And iOS developer, the another level is enterprise program. iOS developer enterprise program, iOS developer university program. So it will have iOS developer programs are either as an individual or the proprietary or company or organization or government entity or educational institution is one program. The another level of program is enterprise program. The another level of program is university program. These three programs, program level for iOS developers are there. With neat diagram explain iOS project. So that is anatomy of iOS project. Anatomy of iOS project. it will have Xcode is the editor. iOS SDK is required to run and to create and run the application. Then dash code is required to develop the web-based iPhone or iPad applications. iPhone simulator is required to run the developed application in virtual environment, right? Then iOS needs to be supported HIG guidelines, human interface guidelines. Otherwise, that code is going to be rejected by the App Store. Then the iOS app consists of views. That makes the view to work with the user interface. Resources, that is the resources will be present in the .plist file. All the images, text, videos, sounds which are relevant to that application is going to be resided in this info.plist, right? It will consist of main.m. It is an entry point of beginning point of the iOS. Then app delegate.m, it delegates the application of entire lifetime of your application. Then main storyboard, it will provide the data movement between the activity to activity, then supporting file. These are the anatomy of iOS. That is explained. iOS project is these are the key points to be remember to explain those things. Okay, so we'll do continuation of this question paper discussion in the coming class. Is there any questions? This is the one site vturesource.com. You can type. You will get some relevant. The previous name of this course is mobile applications. You type mobile application for 5th semester MCA. You will get some of the question papers in this video resource. Or you can collect from your senior batch of students, those who have collected the question papers. Okay. Here another question paper 2019. For mobile application. Understood today's session formally. So this is the almost we have covered all the concepts which is given in the syllabus. Thank you.